Can you say that again? It's so hard to hear you. You know, you go to a place like cafe or a restaurant to have a deep conversation with your friend, and the background noise is so loud that you can't hear each other, and you keep speaking louder, and if you stop and pause and say, you know, let's go find a place which is quiet so we can hear each other, we can have a deep conversation. And you go find this place. And when you sit down and it's quiet and you go, oh, this is so nice. And then you start chatting, connecting. When was the last time you took yourself to a place to hear your own voice, to hear yourself? You may say, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to hear myself. My thoughts drive me crazy. I have so many thoughts. They run like 200 kilometers per hour. Me too. Me too. Yeah. The thoughts are just non-stop. They go, but some of the thoughts are good. You know, it tells us it's red light, don't, you know, stop the car. It carries our busy daily schedule. So they're good thoughts. And then some of the thoughts, they don't serve us. And those thoughts are the one that they get repeated, and they just play here all the time. Yeah, I have those too. But what I mean by taking yourself to a place, to a space that is for you, that is calm, to connect with yourself. It's connecting with your essence, with your soul. Essence, soul, is this energy within us that it's been always here. It doesn't get occupied with those thoughts. It doesn't get distracted with the life events and those thoughts. And it's very wise. Our essence, our soul is very wise. And it's when we connect to our essence, to our soul, that's when we make a soul-to-soul connection. We often use words like soulmate, soul sister. Well, the definition of those, the true definition is when we connect to our own soul from that space, then we meet our soulmate, our soul friends. That's the space, that's your essence. I call this more in here essence, because soul for some people, they feel it's a religious thing, but really in here it's the same as essence. So when you connect to your essence, you receive guidance. We search for guidance everywhere outside. It's here. It's really here. And to connect to that, find a way that you find peace and quiet. And you say, I'm just so busy. Yes, when we are busy, when we have these busy thoughts, we find a pattern of distracting ourselves. And when we tap into that, we become even busier, more distractions. And definitely we don't have time to take ourselves to a space of quiet. So this is a change of that pattern. Maybe a little bit less distraction. Start with very small, I'm talking about few minutes of your day. 5 minutes of your day, find a space. It doesn't have to be somewhere. It can be in your home. Yeah, your home is very busy. Maybe the park next to your house, walking distance, 2 minutes. This is not like going to Camino Trail or going to an ashram or going to the top of a mountain. This is somewhere very practical for you that you can actually maybe sit down and have your tea or coffee and go. And that connection, when it's made, you start sensing it and it becomes a familiar sensation. And from that place, you hear your own voice, your own guidance. It's a good place.